You do not need to believe it yet to start wiring it. Right? This is episode 3 of the Power Code series. Today we get to go into the third step, W, wiring, right? And this is the one that you are going to feel in your body before this video ends. Okay, before this is over, it's very practical. So when I decided that I was going to be that interpreter, right? I thought that making the decision would would be enough. That'll be it. It wasn't. Because every day after that decision, after me saying that, my brain had its own opinion. It had its own thing. Oh no, you can't do that. Like, what are you talking about? Who are you kidding? Like, just come on now. Seriously. What part? What next? You've been told you can't do this and you're thinking you can. So the decision had happened, right? I've said it and this is what I want to do. But my belief hadn't caught up to that decision. So that's the gap, right? And that gap is between deciding who I'm becoming and actually what I am believing right now. And that is where most people get stuck on, right? And they make the decision, they say what it is that they want, and then they wait for the belief to arrive before they keep going, thinking, okay, I've said it now, so I should feel it, I should like be. No, it does not arrive at that. Not on its own, anyway, right? That's not how it works. So what I started doing then, I started doing something different that felt for me really strange at the time. It was like odd. I wrote down the kind of interpreter that I wanted to become. I wrote it down. I not the one I was right now, the one I was becoming. So for me, I wrote things down like, oh, I'm the preferred interpreter. My tonality is like on point, like top there. I get the jobs that I want. Being comfortable in the work. Like I just wrote down all these different things. Like at a time, I wrote down like 10 things that I wanted to make happen, like in statements, right? And here's the let's be real now. I mean, this is what I didn't believe my own identity statement. What I wrote down, I did not believe an ounce of it. I just know that this is what I wanted, and I wrote it down. And I just had to start wiring myself on it. So half the time I would read the words, and I would think, come on now, Nene, this is ridiculous. Like, who do you think you are? Like, seriously, like, who's gonna want you over that person and that? Like, who's like, how are you gonna, I started like downplaying myself. And so I decided to start doing something alongside just writing. While I was writing, I was smiling. Okay. I was smiling. I know it sounds odd. Like, check this out. Just look up for a minute. Like, look up and smile. Pick a point and just smile up there. Like, just smile. Yeah. And then think of a negative thing or whatever. And read the words. You realize that something's happening. You can't hold the same expression at the same time in your face. Like face of like worried or confused and the face of like cheering and like believe. It can't happen same time. So me writing and having that smiling emotion was doing something. And here's what was happening underneath that. Like me writing and smiling at the same time, even though I wasn't truly believing at the time, the brain doesn't know the difference between a practice emotion and a real emotion. It just doesn't know. So when you smile, even if it's a forced one, fake one, some people say, your brain starts releasing the same chemical that it would if it was releasing a genuine joy or genuine happiness or whatever that is. It would release it. So when I smiled reading and writing my statement that I didn't believe yet in real time, I wasn't lying to myself. I was giving my brain a new expression to respond to, right? A small manufactured emotional charge moment at that time. And the brain in that process wires faster under emotional charge, an emotional significant event like that. And it's not a trick, it's neuroscience, it's backed by research, it is a thing. So, alongside doing this, writing this identity statement and saying it out loud, I had a few other things that I would do as well. There was one called the stop technique. And it is like in the moment when my mind's spiraling, like, oh, wait, they're coming up with that old story, like, yeah, who do you think you are? Like, seriously, you want to be that interpreter? Stop. I would tell myself, stop. Like, I'll actually stop. I'll stand up and say, stop. And what that's doing is it's interrupting it before it even completes the thoughts, right? And then I'll just do like maybe like a power move, or like I'll just stand up, like stop. And then, so that physical gesture now, paired it up with the feeling of like, that does something, it locks it in. So the phrase would then, so once that happened, I fill in with what I want. I say the thing that I want instead. So my brain starts wandering off, like, okay, into this version of me that I'm now becoming, that I didn't believe yet. So at that time, I didn't think of any of this as rewiring. It wasn't like, oh yeah, Nene, we're now rewiring ourselves. No, I just kept rehearsing this, like the old one, rehearsing that. I started rehearsing this different one. So instead of when that feeling thump, now we're going to this new one. This is what I want. I'm rehearsing this now. And doing so is not a case I did it at one time. No. And not when I felt inspired either. No. I did it every single day. I did it. Right? And I had a particular time, like morning, I call it my power hour. I would do this stuff every day. And here's what surprised me in all this, that it wasn't this big moment of da I've now that, or when I just suddenly believed, or like this is not my new truth. The words, right, changed first, and then came the habit of the doing, the repetition, the rehearsal of it. And then the way I responded to feedback started, like, I started changing. And then the opportunities I went for, that just started, like, all of a sudden I'm going for bookings that I've never done before. I've never like thought about, like, and then along the line, I realized, oh, hang on, I'm not pretending anymore. I had become the thing I was writing and saying out loud and feeling. I've been writing it down all along this while and smiling and doing it. And I wasn't waiting to believe it before I practiced it, because I practiced it until I believed it, until I became it. That's what happened. Because in episode 2, right, we talked about the ownership of deciding before you feel ready. Owned it, right? Now we're rewiring it. Wiring is what happens after you've decided. We're rewiring it. And this is the part where your nervous system actually has to catch up to what you have claimed. We made a decision. Now we get to claim it, wire it in. And it doesn't just get caught up through thinking about it harder, like, yes, this is it. No, it catches up through repetition, through small emotional charged moments that you create on purpose, intentionally, through giving your brain a new evidence again and again and again until that old story can't hold you anymore. It doesn't have any hold on you. And this is not about positive thinking. This is about deliberate wiring a new identity into your nervous system that is still running that old code. We are like creating all these new neural pathways is what we are doing. So I just don't want to just tell you about it. I want us to actually do something right now. Let's do it. If you're watching on this side, like, let's do this, right? I want you to think of a sentence, not who you are right now, who you want to become. Think of something like, I'm becoming the kind of interpreter, da 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 da. I am da 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 da. Is it that trusts the voice, that is present regardless of what's going on? What is that one sentence for you right now? I want you to just think of a sentence which we get to work on. You got it in mind? Yes? Great. Okay. So now you have that. And however way you're watching me through this, if you're on a bus, if you're home, if you're on wherever you are, I want you to put on a smile, a real smile. Like put a smile on your face. Come on now. Like put the smile on. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Now hold it. Hold that smile on there. Hold your smile. Yes, I see it. I know. And now say the sentence to yourself. Say it out loud if you can. Say the sentence to yourself with a smile on your face. Smile through it and say it. Yes. And if you can't say it out loud, say it internally. Even if, go on. Do it. Did you feel that? Did you feel it? That is not pretending. That is rewiring. And if you do this every single day, not just now, not just the once, not when you feel like it or the thought, no, something starts to shift. The words change first, then everything else follows. Yeah. So if this landed in your body somewhere just now, keep that sentence, write it down somewhere, and keep writing it down. And I'll see you tomorrow. And if you want structured way to do this work, the free interpreter identity audit is in the description box below. And then the identity reset for interpreters, where the waiting list is now officially open. Also in the description box, because in episode 4, in the power code, the E stands for embodiment. Because wiring the belief is one thing, but we're acting from that new belief before you fully are ready is the next thing we get to do. And the episode will be linked again also in the description right below. I am Nene, and we do this every single day. Remember that your voice matters and it is your time to use it. Bye for now.